Evaluate the definite integral from 2 to 4 of 3x to the fourth power minus 5x squared plus 2dx by first finding an antiderivative. All right, so the antiderivative of this function here, what I would do is start using the power rule term by term. So the antiderivative, I'll just say capital F of x here, would be 3 times, so x to the fourth would integrate as x to the fifth divided by 5, because we add 1 to the exponent and divide by the new exponent. Then minus 5 times x to the third divided by 3 plus 2x. And we would like to simplify, should tack on a plus c since this is a general solution. So I'll just put in the simplified answer up here. So 3/5 x to the fifth power minus 5/3 x cubed plus 2x plus c. Now, if I want to evaluate this as a definite integral between the endpoints 2 and 4, then what I do is I take that particular function and I evaluate it first at the upper endpoint. So this would be 3/5 of 4 to the fifth power minus 5/3 times 4 to the third power plus 2 times 4 minus, and I don't have to worry about the plus c's because those cancel out when we do the fundamental theorem, 3/5, and this would be 2 to the fifth plus, that's actually a minus 5/3 times 2 to the third power plus 2 times 2. All right, we've got a little bit of work with fractions here, but I think we can handle this. 4 to the fifth power, let's see what that is. That's 1024. Multiply that by 3, so 3072 over 5. This next fraction would be 4 to the third times 5, which is 320, and that's going to be over 3. So minus 320, over 3 plus 8 minus, and we'll start working on this, so 2 to the fifth, I think that's 32, but then I'm going to multiply by 3, so 96/5. The negative distributes, so it makes this next term positive. So this is 8 times 5, which is 40, so 40/3, and minus 4. All right, now at this point, we've got a lot of work with fractions ahead of us. We can take advantage of the calculator. I'm going to combine things that have a common denominator already. That's pretty simple to do. So this would be 2976 over 5. Then 320, 40, okay, that's just 280 over 3. And of course that's plus 4. So here's the thing. If I type this into the calculator as is, it's going to give me an approximate answer. We don't want approximate answers generally in mathematics unless we're doing an applications problem of some sort. So answering with 505.86667 is, not desired. But the calculator can change decimals that are rational into fractions a lot of times. Not always, but sometimes. Depends on how much rounding error is in your problem. So if you get down to a situation like this where you just have a few terms you need to add together, do that and then use math, and the first option that comes up is a triangle and frac, which means to convert to a fraction. So it will just change your answer into the form of a reduced fraction. So 7588 over 15. And when the question asks for an exact answer, that's a great way to get an exact answer without having to do a lot of work with fractions and common denominators and things. Technically, you could do that all the way back up from this part of the problem, but as I said, there could be rounding error that's involved, and if that happens, then it might not work. You might not get the correct answer that way. And plus, this is still a lot of stuff to type into the calculator, so it's good to reduce as much as you can, and then when you get to just combining a couple fractions, then use that sort of thing.